Ruto is a very strange but intentional character. I say this because last I saw him, he was very busy mocking the attempts by Kalonzo to jumpstart Azimio. Just listen into this.
Hii siasa tunaelewa bana. Sasa nimesikia ati wanataka kuanzisha Azimio. Ile Azimio tulinyorosha asubuhi na mapema. Sasa niwaulize, Azimio bila ODM ni kuzimia? Azimio bila ODM si kuzimia? Ni kweli ama si kweli?
Now, moments after that mockery, Kalonzo Musyoka put out this tweet on his X page, and I quote, "Kenyans need to know what's happening. State House has instructed the government printer to block publication of Azimio's legitimate leadership changes in the Kenya Gazette. The facts are simple. Philip Kisia is the executive director, Carolee Omondi is the secretary general, and myself, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, is the party leader. And we are the ones who are legally appointed. The office of the registrar of political parties accepted our changes. Local dailies published them last week. The Kenya Gazette was scheduled to publish on Friday, February 6th, 2026. Then came the interference. This directly contradicts one of the 10 agenda items we deliberated during NADCO, fidelity to the law on multi-party democracy. I co-chaired those talks in good faith, believing we were building consensus on strengthening Kenya's democratic institutions. Yet here we are watching the same administration undermine the very principles we agreed upon. When State House can arbitrarily stop the publication of legally constituted political party leadership, it's not just Azimio under attack, it's Kenya's multi-party democracy itself, and so on and so forth. Now in this video, I want us to look into some of the reasons why Kasongo is trying so hard to take Azimio from Kalonzo, and so with no further ado, let's get after it. Reason number one why Ruto does not want Kalonzo Musyoka to ascend to the highest of the highest office within Azimio is because of Uhuru Kenyatta. You see, Uhuru Kenyatta is retired from politics, but he still has some sort of commitment with Azimio because he's the national chairman of Azimio Coalition Party. And if Kalonzo is allowed to ascend to the party leader position of Azimio, it means Kalonzo and Uhuru Kenyatta and Jubilee and Wiper will all be in one cocoon as we head into 2027. So what does Ruto want to do? He wants to frustrate Kalonzo so much so that he has to exit Azimio, therefore having to renegotiate with an uninterested retired politician to come back into the realm of politics and give him a hand in 2027. How easy is it to do that? Right now, getting Uhuru Kenyatta involved with Azimio is as hard as being in between a rock and a hard place. Now imagine having to leave Azimio, form a new coalition, and reinvite the same uninterested party to come and join ranks with you. It's damn near impossible. And that's what Ruto wants to do. He has seen that Azimio is so well structured with all the parties that he needs for himself, like Jubilee and ODM, that he would rather frustrate them to the point that they disband this entire thing. That is what Kasongo is looking for in this new bid to block the publication of the new party leader of Azimio. Number two, this is all being done for the sake of embarrassing all those who are within Azimio. And I'm talking about the leaders. Now, how does this embarrassment come? It comes in this way. For you to exit any coalition, or even a party, it starts with you writing to the Secretary General of that party. Now, the Azimio Secretary General at the time was Junet Mohamed. They ousted him to bring in Carolee Omondi. Now, if the government is able to successfully block this change of guard, at long last, if Kalonzo wants to leave Azimio, he has to write a letter to the SG of Azimio, who is Junet Mohamed. If Uhuru Kenyatta wants to leave Azimio, he has to write a letter to the SG of Azimio, who is Junet Mohamed. Imagine how demeaning it is to write a letter to Junet Mohamed, the same person who ate the money of agents, informing him that, oh, we are now exiting Azimio. This is the equivalent of your landlord telling you, for you to move out of that apartment you are living in, you first need to write to your ex, yule ambaye unachukia sana, for them to give you a go-ahead to leave this apartment. Do you see how demeaning that is? That is what Ruto wants to put all these leaders through his illegal interference and retention of Junet Mohamed for that matter. Now, my personal take on this matter, regardless of what's happening in the political landscape of the country, is that Azimio needs to be butchered. It is a pointless coalition. The name itself sounds disgusting. There is no need to have any Azimio anywhere in the ballot as we head into elections. Because then how do you explain DCP, the new kid on the block, collecting all those numbers in Mlima Kenya to then go be a part and parcel of Azimio? Azimio being one of the paraphernalias of Raila Odinga, the same Raila Odinga who was marketed and merchandised in Mlima Kenya as a boogeyman. That is not wise if you ask me. End this nonsense called Azimio. Start something new that can accommodate DCP, Wiper, DAP, Jubilee, and any other like-minded party, and we push the wheel down the street. Why should we use old mechanisms that have traitors and moles within its ranks? You think it's just Junet? There are many people who are traitors within that Azimio coalition. Let them start something new, build from the foundation, all the way to the walling, all the way to the ring beam, blundering, roofing, interior, window, dirisha, start from scratch, all the way to the end. But don't you dare go to use old mechanisms, expecting new results. That is the first advice I can give the opposition. The second one, Kalonzo Musyoka is complaining on Twitter that he sat down with Ruto and in their 10-point agenda for NADCO, and they discussed fealty of political parties and non-interference and so on and so forth. Wake up. Politics is a dirty game. You're in the ring with a person who will cheat any chance he gets. So you'd better crucify that angel character of yours. I'm talking to Kalonzo Musyoka. You are dealing with a dirty person, and we all know it takes a thief to catch a thief. Do what you must. Usishinde unalia kutoka sahi paka 2027 hata baada ya kura tukupate unalia umeibiwa. That will be so disheartening. And if this is the momentum, then for sure that is where we are headed. But at the end of the day, guys, that's just my opinion. Do let me know your own comments in the comment section below, and I'll do the best to read them and to give you a response. So with that, here are today's ads of the day. If you're looking to import clean cars from Japan, UK, Thailand, Australia, or South Africa, look no farther from Manani Imports. We're talking 15 years in the game with thousands of positive reviews. Now here's the interesting bit. Manani Imports have experts who will carefully load your car into a sealed container, receive it at the port, counter-check quality, and ultimately deliver to your doorstep. Customer service can't get any better than this, and guess what? It's all at an affordable rate. To get started on your journey to own a clean automobile, call or WhatsApp Manani Imports at 0793 687 678 or visit their social handles on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok at Manani Imports.
Right now, I'm with my team headed to a client's house in Ruto for consultation. That is to take measurements of the windows, go through our catalog with the client, and then once they decide on the color and the fabric they want, we'll get busy sewing, and at long last, the curtains installation will be on us. So if you're looking for curtains, shears, curtain rods, curtain accessories, reach out to Phoenix Curtains and Interior Decor, and we will sort you out. Call us on 0724 414153.
Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.